I just watched the series finale of Supernatural. Now, I have to be honest, I have not seen every single episode of Supernatural. The last time I started watching the show was season 10 because I don't have the CW show. I don't want to watch it digital. I want to watch it physical. I own seasons 1 through 10 on DVD, and I need to get the rest of them. But let's talk about the series finale. Was it good? Spoilers too. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button, also share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment. Ask me a question or a comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. And if you want to become a fan of me, then subscribe to my channel and you will become a fan of Auckland. Alright, the episode was sad. It was very, very good though. I'm trying to think of the place where they stayed at. Is that secret society place that they've been living at for quite a while. You know what I'm talking about if you watch the show. It was this clan of people. I can't remember exactly what they called. It's terrible, I know. So Sam and Dean woke up, and of course Dean just halfway fixed up his bed. He made it look messy, but he made it up in his own way, and he had a dog on there. I've never seen the dog on the show before, but I'm sure all of y'all have. And then Sam fixed up his bed all nice and neat and stuff, and he fixed breakfast, eggs, toast, and all that. And then they went to a pie fest. You know how Dean loves his pies. So he had himself a good time getting all kinds of slices of pies all together in this box. And of course, Sam took one of them and smashed it into his face. That was great. And of course, see, this episode, I read about it. They wanted to go back old school, back to the original seasons of the show. How it was just about them on the road. It's classic Sam and Dean on Supernatural. So, they discovered about these people were getting killed in a house, and the kids were being kidnapped. And they've had something like this before, apparently, on the show. I just didn't know about it. But they're called mimes. They wear these masks. They kind of look like a Joker-style mask. And I guess they didn't have any tongues, I guess. Or at least one of them did. I'm not sure about the others because they didn't talk. And Sam and Dean took them out with machetes, at least most of them. And then they had to go. Then they captured one of them because they had to. What's the word? Where they questioned the guy that was one of the mimes. They questioned him. They asked him where the kids were and all that. And they found out that they were at the basically the hideout or their home base where the mimes go at to stay and stuff. And that guy that they had captured, the one they had lived, so they can question him before they took him out. They told Sam and Dean that they took the kids and they planned on raising them up and stuff, and I guess turning them into mimes as well, I guess. And they've been doing this to kids for years. They kidnapped kids, but they killed the parents and all that. But so they went up to the hideout place. They found the kids, and Sam and Dean started trying to fight and take out the other mimes with the machetes, and then Dean backed into a pole. My idea, there was probably a spike or something on the pole, because when he backed up into it, Dean was not looking too good. He was not okay. And Dean has died several times on the show and managed to come back with Sam's help or some other thing. But since this was the series finale, when Dean died this time, this was it. He was dead for good. And so that was really, really sad. He asked Sam to tell him that it was okay to go. And man, it was horrible. But Dean went to heaven, and they've had a situation with heaven on this show. Heaven on the show, they had separate heavens, and this character named Jack or something, I don't know who he is. He apparently must have fixed heaven on the show to where there's no separate heavens now. It's all one, and everybody can go visit everybody, and it's like all connected. It's all one. So Dean was there in heaven, and Bobby was there, which was awesome. I got to see Bobby again because he called Dean Idjit like he used to do all the time. And Bobby told Dean that his parents were up there somewhere, and then Rufus was somewhere else. Rufus used to work with Bobby all the time on hunting trips, hunting, saving people, hunting things. And because Sam and Dean, their whole life, they have been raised by their father, trained by their father to hunt monsters of all kinds, and this is what they do. And so Sam had to live the rest of his life by himself without Dean, and he took care of the dog, and he was called on a cell phone. They have multiple cell phones. Both Sam and Dean have multiple cell phones because they have fake FBI badges, and they have multiple cell phones so they can be different people, so they can take on other people and like be a different person to hide who they actually are. This is what they've done throughout the whole show. And so somebody called Sam, and so he said that he would go. Called him Agent. I can't remember what he said, but the guy on the phone must have been an FBI agent or somebody like that. So Sam went on the mission, but we didn't get to actually see it. And then they started showing Sam getting older and older. He started getting gray hair, and he had a son, and he had a wife, and he named his son Dean. And then Sam kept on aging. He got more gray-headed, and they showed the baby, if you know what I mean, the car. Sam got into the car, and he was an old man, and grabbing the steering wheel. And the next thing we knew, Sam was in a hospital bed, really, really old, and his son was there, a lot older, and his son was telling him, "It's okay, you can go." And then Sam soon died himself, and in heaven, Dean was driving the car. But yeah, in heaven, Dean was driving the car, and he parked it at his bridge, and he was looking over the side of the bridge, and then he said, "Hey, Sammy." Sammy had just showed up, and he was in heaven with him, and they stood at the bridge together. And wow, what a episode! A series finale. It was really good. It was sad. It was satisfying. I loved how it ended, and it ended with Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles, Sam and Dean, telling the fans, "Thank you for watching it, because this show lasted for 15 years because of you." Talking to the fans, and all the crew members were all there on the bridge with them, and it was just so good. And now, before this episode even come on, they had a behind the scenes episode. I forgot was it called Supernatural, the road so far or something. I can't remember, but they had that episode on before the series finale, and that was good. But I really hope that they come out with a complete series of Supernatural on Blu-ray. I would love to look into possibly getting that someday if possible. And I want to catch up with the show. I want to go back and watch seasons 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 all the way through. Like I said, the last time I watched the show was season 10. But it's a satisfying show. It's so good. I really highly recommend it, especially if you're into horror stuff, action, and stuff like that. Monsters. Hunting monsters. But yeah, Supernatural. Such a good show. And this series finale. Very, very good. Really, really good. It was awesome. Alright. Thanks so much. Alright.